Hi, this is David McCann for WebTNG. In this video, I'm looking at Ultimate Dashboard Pro. The WordPress admin dashboard is not optimized for any particular use case. It's not that attractive and it can become cluttered. There are a number of plugins available for taming it. Some try to make the admin more attractive, some let you apply branding, some make navigation more efficient, and some let you provide helpful information for end users. Ultimate Dashboard is a popular plugin for customizing the admin area. It doesn't just provide one feature, but instead is a toolbox type of plugin that includes a number of features. In this walkthrough, I'm going to take a look at Ultimate Dashboard to see what features it offers and to get a sense of how well it implements them. Please note, I was given a copy of Ultimate Dashboard to test with no expectation except that I share my honest views. I do that in this video where I show what the plugin does and point out its strengths and weaknesses. If you like the video, please subscribe. It helps to spread the word about the channel. There's a free version of Ultimate Dashboard available in the WordPress plugin directory. As we can see, it has more than 20,000 active installs. It's regularly updated. It has 40 5-star reviews, and 2 out of 3 support issues have been resolved in the past 2 months. So the support team is active. The Pro version of the plugin is available from the ultimatedashboard.io website. It comes with a number of features, and we're going to take a look at most of these. If we look at the pricing, we see that it comes in packages for 5 sites or unlimited sites annual, or in a bundle with other products from the same developer. Right below the pricing grid, there's a nice comparison table showing you the differences between the free and pro plugin. So come take a look at this if you want to see if the free version is going to be sufficient for you. In the video, I'm looking at the pro version. On the website, there's a documentation section. You can see how many articles they have on each topic. And so it's pretty decent documentation. So this is my test site. I'm using my regular starter site. If we take a look here at the installed plugins, you can see that I've got the ones I usually install, but I also have added Elementor Core. So let's go ahead and install Ultimate Dashboard. I'm going to upload it, the Pro version now, and let's activate it. Okay, and it says it requires the free version to also be installed, and it has an Install Now button. And then you can activate it. So I like how you can install it and activate it together right there in one place without going to another screen. Okay, I'm just going to pause the video and enter my license. Okay, the license has been entered and activated. So now let's start taking a look at the features of Ultimate Dashboard. So one thing I noticed with Ultimate Dashboard, we've installed it and activated it. It hasn't taken over. We don't have a big logo up here, and the colors and kind of admin theme haven't changed. So it's leaving that up to us. Now, if we go and start looking at the features, here's the modules menu. We can turn off these modules if we don't want to use them. Now, there are a few features and settings that are on by default. For example, these widgets and many of the settings relate to the default dashboard page, which is where you come by default after you log in. Those are kind of perhaps core features of Ultimate Dashboard that don't have a module. Okay, since the dashboard customization is given the name Ultimate Dashboard, a core feature, let's start here. And there are 2 places where we can customize this. One is by creating widgets here, much like these. And the other is that there are a number of settings that affect the dashboard. Let's start with settings. And there are 4 tabs in the settings area. So here you can remove dashboard widgets. So we can remove the welcome panel, the site activity, WordPress events and news. We can remove third-party widgets as well. This is a real convenience. I remember making a course site where by the time I added the LMS plugins and the membership plugins, the plugin to take payments, and the security plugins, the analytics plugins, and so on, there were so many dashboard widgets. Some of them couldn't be dismissed. There wasn't the option to dismiss it, and there were some that showed for user roles other than admin. So this can be a nice convenience if you want to customize and restrict which of these widgets show. Then this is the welcome panel that shows by default, and you can tweak that or make your own version of that. Then Page Builder Dashboard, you can create a template using your Page Builder. And let's see, I think Beaver Builder, Elementor, Brizy, and Oxygen are supported. And so you can create a template and then you can assign it by role. So say you have a course site and you have a student role, you could assign a template that you create for students. Just as an example, I have Elementor installed and I created a welcome message template. So I'm going to save and let's go to the dashboard. Here's our welcome message. Okay, obviously you could put whatever information you want to in this template and it shows at the top above the widgets. If we go back now, here are some general settings. You can remove the Help tab and Screen Options. Those are these kind of WordPress tabs at the top. You can remove the admin bar from the front end. You can customize the dashboard title, page title, howdy text on the toolbar, the number of dashboard columns, and the widget order. And by default, WordPress lets each user pick their order and it remembers them. Using this, you can take a user, probably yourself, order the widgets as you want, and then that will be the order that shows for everyone. There's the option to remove Font Awesome and to remove the plugin data on uninstall. So that's a nice feature as well. All too often when you remove a plugin, it leaves a lot of information behind in the database. Then there's a place where you can enter custom CSS for the dashboard page, for the admin in general. Okay, those are the settings. A big feature of Ultimate Dashboard is that you can create your own widgets for the dashboard page. And there's the option to create an icon widget, which is basically just an icon, a tooltip, and a link. A text widget, show some text. So those aren't too exciting, but then you have an HTML widget, so you can put in something more sophisticated. You have a video widget, which is nice. You can put on some training videos on the dashboard. And a contact form widget. This is unique and kind of nice. We'll try creating a couple of widgets here in just a minute. But first, there's some options over here. These are placeholder tags that you can use in your widgets, kind of magic tags. You can select which column the widget shows up in by default. The priority low means at the bottom of the page and high at the top. What user roles you want the widget to show for, or you can do it by individual users. Okay, so let's create an HTML widget. Okay, so let's give it a title. Hello, first name, HTML widget. I created some HTML here. Welcome to site name, another magic tag. If you need help, then you have a href for a mail to. Okay, and then we'll set the priority to high so it shows at the top and publish this. And let's go take a look. Okay, hello David. Welcome to Ultimate Dashboard Testing, site by WebTNG. Need help, contact David. That's an example of an HTML widget. Let's try the contact form widget, which is kind of a cool one. Get help. Our message will be, this site is under maintenance. Use the form below for help. Then we have your name, your email, subject, the success or error message. You can have an autoresponder, so the person gets an email confirming that's been sent. And then you can have a custom recipient to david@example.com. This is nice because the admin email might not be the same as the support email. And then you can save the submission into the database, so it's nice to have a record of that. I'm going to set this as high, and we'll have it go into the right column. Let's publish that and go take a look. And here's our contact form. So that's nice. Okay, so those are the dashboard customization options. Now let's go take a look at the white label options. And Ultimate Dashboard doesn't have a lot of theme kind of style kits or something like that, or a dark mode, but it does have these white label options. So if you want to change any of these things, you need to enable it. And at the bottom, they have the option to change the default footer text or version information. I was curious if this was going to accept HTML because it looks like just a text box. So we can change this to be, this is a custom message. All right, it can take HTML there. Then there's the option you can change the admin bar logo, this W, and the URL associated with it, or even just remove it altogether. You can change the admin colors. A quick thing you can do without kind of going into too much trial and error testing is, as long as you pick a color where the default white, gray text and icon colors show up, a good enough contrast, you can kind of get away, I think, with just doing the accent color. So there are those options. Then the last thing here for white label is there's a layout option. So when you pick this, what it does is it justifies the menu items and puts the icon on the right. So this is kind of a clever way of changing the look of the dashboard. Obviously, you'd put your own logo up here. Sometimes when you have these kind of dashboard themes, or even dark mode themes, it's real easy for a new plugin to kind of unexpectedly disrupt and kind of ruin the look. And this is kind of a clever way of making use of the existing dashboard, but making it look a little bit different than the default. So I kind of like this. I think it's a nice idea. So those are the white label options. Now let's go take a look at the ability to add admin pages. People want to add their own admin pages when you want to have special information for users or members of your site. If you have a page builder installed and you want to edit the page or create the page with the page builder, you can do that. Remember that you need to go into the page builder settings, turn on the ability to edit the page with the page builder. I think most page builders have some option like this. I've already done it here. Okay. Here you can use your page builder, or this is kind of like the classic editor type of interface. I don't see an option to use Gutenberg. I was a bit surprised. There is this content editor, default editor, HTML editor. You can toggle it off if you don't want it to show without deleting it. You can remove the title, margin, admin notices. So this is nice. You don't want your users to see general admin notices. You can add custom CSS or custom JS for the page. You can then choose what roles it applies to, choose an icon. You can choose where you want it to show, right, in the menu order. This is a nice feature. It's a very straightforward way to add an admin page. Next, there's Login Customizer. And this takes us into the Theme Customizer. Okay, and the nice thing about the customizer is you can kind of visually tweak your content. Block-based themes are just been introduced and they don't have a customizer option. So as they become more popular, there may need to be some alternative way to customize the login form. But the login form is something that people frequently want to customize. It's kind of plain, but usually people want to add some branding. You can change the logo, the background, the login form, the input fields, the label, text color, the button, the footer links, it's these, text link, the colors, can add custom CSS. And then there are templates. You can see this is really just 3 options. The default, the form on the left with a white background, the form on the right with a white background. So I kind of expected when I saw templates that we were going to have some pre-designed options. Ultimate Dashboard takes a minimal approach, but this might be an area where it would be nice to have some other options for starting out. We'll add an image here. So just kind of give you an idea of what you can do here. All right, it's Login Customizer. Then there's a Login Redirect option. I was pleasantly surprised to see this. When you have a membership site, you often want to redirect people to a custom page that you've created for them and not have them just dumped into the regular admin dashboard. So you can do that here. You can pick a role and then pick a page for them to go to. This, I think, is a nice bonus feature of Ultimate Dashboard. I was also surprised to see the option to change the login URL. This is a security feature, kind of security by obscurity. Often there are bots that hit your login form trying to brute force, your login. So if you change the login URL, 90% of those bots won't find your login page. So cuts down on churn. It's not really a security feature, but I'd say it's kind of a semi-security feature. So that's the change URL feature. Then there is an admin menu editor. If we look at this, what we see is that it's kind of created a copy of our admin menus here, right? At the bottom, we can add a new item or a separator, so that's nice. These are drag handles if you want to change the order. And here, when you hover over them, you see this eye, so you could hide it if you wanted. And then you can change the title, the URL, the icon, and then a submenu option where you can reorder the submenu items or add one. It has similar hide and change of the title and the URL option. Okay, so this is a nice feature. One thing that I was kind of hoping to see that I don't see is, for example, if I wanted to move this plugin menu item into settings, I don't see the ability to move this into here, right? So you can't nest using this tool. That would be a nice feature, I think, to help clean up the menu there. Now, a cool feature of the Ultimate Dashboard menu editor is, lo and behold, we have a set of tabs here across the top, and we can see what the menu looks like. So here's a subscriber menu. This is a fantastic convenience feature because off the top of my head, I have no idea which items show by which role. So this makes it easy to see and hide or add items by role. Nice feature. Okay, then there's the admin bar editor. And this is the admin bar at the top. Here's the logo. You change the icon under the settings area we looked at a few minutes ago, but you can tweak the menu that it has. Again, you have the eyes where you can hide items if you don't want them. These are default WordPress menu item. This is the default menu here. Then these are the front end menu items for coming back to the dashboard or for customizing. A nice thing about the admin bar editor is that you can add your own custom menu here. Okay, so we could add quick links to go to the Elementor template library. We could have that, or to go to the plugin page, or to go into advanced custom fields. You can customize this and create your own menu. So I think this is a very nice feature. So that's the admin bar editor. Then there are tools. And this is export and import options. If you are using the plugin on multiple sites, then you can kind of get a fast start by exporting your settings and customizations and importing them on another site. That's the walkthrough of the features. Now for some discussion and conclusions. The Ultimate Dashboard plugin comes from the same team as the Page Builder Framework theme. The Page Builder Framework theme is known for being very capable, but also for not going overboard with features. And the same approach was evident here. I got the feeling when testing the plugin that there were two criteria for determining which features were included. First, there was an emphasis on utility over design. For example, Ultimate Dashboard didn't have any predefined admin theme sets or a dark mode, and the white label options were minimalistic, just enough to get the job done. Second, features seem to be chosen to match the typical scenarios that require dashboard customization: membership sites, course sites, an e-commerce site, or for client sites. A focus on those types of use cases seemed to be the guideline for feature inclusion. From that perspective, the feature set makes sense. White label options, widget maker and other dashboard page customizations, ability to create custom admin pages using a page builder if desired, admin menu editor that has the cool ability to see the menu structure according to the capabilities of each user role, admin bar editor where you could edit the default admin bar items and create your own custom menu, login redirect module is a feature that membership sites often need, and login page customizer. So what was missing? Since features are constrained to what's essential to get the job done, users may feel that a feature falls just short of being complete. For example, white label options didn't include a full admin theme or dark mode. The menu editor didn't have the ability to move top-level items created by plugins and nest them under settings or tools. The login customizer had a panel for templates. Based on using other login page customizers, I expected some fully pre-designed login page options. I think it's possible to view each of those examples as either only the essentials were offered or as, well, it would have been nice if there was one more thing. So those are examples, I think, of the philosophy in action. In conclusion, if you don't need extra features and the minimalist approach is okay, and you don't need design features like an admin theme or dark mode, then Ultimate Dashboard is a solid option. I didn't see any bugs or glitches, and that's what you want if you're preparing a site for paying members to hand off to clients or for a team of users. So that's my look at Ultimate Dashboard. There's a text version of the video available on the WebTNG website, along with other walkthroughs, reviews, and resources. I hope you found the video useful. Thank you for watching.